Welcome, everybody, to the Mystic Four.
Yay.
We are the Mystic Four, and I'm going to go around and have everyone say hi. We have Dragonfly Crystals, Val, also known as Next Level Channeling. So how are you, Val?
I'm good. I'm so happy to be here. Yay.
Glad to have you here. We then have Cleo the Seer. Hi, Cleo.
Hi.
We have Allyson, Aries Girl Tarot, who's very quiet. Play the lottery, people, because this is a sure sign. And I'm TarotStache. Thank you for being here. All Val, Cleo, and I are simulcasting this. All of the links to channels are below. Please do us the favor and like and subscribe. I encourage you to verify that you are subscribed to each of the channels, because people are finding out that people aren't subscribed any longer. It's very weird. So, and also, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really.
And I just want to say to everyone, I'm sorry, Gerald, let me interrupt and say thank you, Gerald, who we have all agreed to beg to be our host every week. So all of you know, we absolutely adore Gerald, and he's the best host there is. I can't even think of a better host. So thank you for all these weeks of handling this job. Wow. You leave us free to do whatever we want while you take all the responsibility.
It's my pleasure.
To acknowledge everything that you've done for this Mystic Four group. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And I have to say, Val, this was, the Mystic Four was your creation.
You know, it just came out of the air, so it's everybody's creation.
All right. So there we go. There we go. And we are going to be taking questions. These are for entertainment purposes only. We're not doing politics, finances, or health, or third party. Post your question all in caps. And I'm assuming, as usual, mediumship questions are acceptable, as well as other types of questions. So we will be doing this. So all right, so we have I do want to say hello to all of the best chatters, the best lurkers, the work lurkers, the future lurkers. Nana Heather is here, or is going to be watching, and Dragonfly Crystals mods, please be careful of this one, as well as being careful of Next Level Channeling. And Cleo the Seer. All of the gang is here.
Yeah.
Sandy Johnson, Earth Star 1 is here. Butterflies Are Free is here. I have your question. Margaret is here. Hello. And, thank you, Connie B. Hostess with the mostess. I'm glad she didn't say the moistest, because that would have, people for some reason don't like that word, and I can make things happen. So, Sandy Johnson, Phyllis, I got your question. Thank you, Earthstar 1. Connie B, I have your question. Phyllis, I have your question. And I am saucy, Ollie. I am. I admit it. So, I mean, I will totally admit that. So, Fun Boy, go ahead and post your question. Nettie P, I have your question. So we've got room for a couple of more questions. What we're going to do is we are going to read in pairs. And I'm hoping that I'm trying to capture all of this stuff. I would like to say, Val, what do you have coming up on your channel?
I have tomorrow Reveal the Future. That's the Cool Crones Reveal the Future. And we're going to reveal a new SCOTUS.
I believe it's Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? Oh, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah. On Wednesday. And then there's Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. Thank you for that. I don't have a show on Tuesday.
Because you're writing your book, right?
I am.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cleo, what do you have coming up?
Well, on Thursday, I have Kitchen Table Issues. That's me and Colleen and Marina. And we talk about politics. And then on Friday, I've got the Cool Crone Oracles, and that is general readings for anybody that wants one. And that's it.
Okay. And Allyson, what do you have coming up on your channel?
Oh, mute.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Mute.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments. I'm on Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm very busy with my personal life still.
Well, and this is a good busy.
Yep, and it's fine. I love doing my channel and all that, but it's just for fun, so I do it when I can.
And we love it that you can be here with us.
Yes, so and I love absolutely, and I love Mondays with you guys. And we're about to go on summer break, so we have a break.
We're gonna be doing second. The Mystic 4 is going to be moving to the second Monday of each month, so that we can. So there can be a whole lot of other stuff going on. Tomorrow I have a show. It's a laugh and learn about the rocky road to responsibility, and I am joined with Betsy Palmer, Hershey the Shadow Reader, and Hexa from Tarot and Witchery. We're talking about individual paths and the challenges that have come with gaining responsibility and holding ourselves accountable. So it's going to be a very good show. And I have a whole bunch of other shows scheduled, including one with Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar on Wednesday. I'm interviewing Deborah Zachow about her new book. So, and Constance, this is personal. And I am almost going to say we are probably full. Our questions are closed for this session because we've got oodles and oodles. So, and okay. Constance, put your question in. And who I have Butterflies Are Free, Phyllis, Connie B, Nettie P, Margaret, Susan Malinger, and Ellen R, Fun Boy, Sandy Johnson. So, and so there we go. And all right. And we had a funny thing from Connie B. Said, I'm a middle school teacher. I can't say wet, though hard. most likely moist will make the list. It's a thing. Ugh. So I'm just keeping everybody apprised of, you know, all of the weather stuff. So, and okay. So butterflies are free with Val and Cleo. And then we have Connie B, Allyson, and her question is we're moving into our new house. How will our new place go? So butterflies are free is up.
So I was getting things from Dennis already. Butterflies are free. And he's got such beautiful, warm energy. And he showed me when you're in the morning in the front of the mirror, he's standing there. He's there. I don't know if he's trying to get noticed by you, actually. And either in some kind of, he's not fully manifesting a full apparition, but you might see misty, smoky kind of look in a swirling behind you. If you ever look in the mirror, he's there. And he's just kind of floating around there, and he's trying to make contact with you. And he's saying, he showed me a vision of, this is how he feels about you. He showed a vision of riding a bicycle built for two with you, with sunlight streaming down. It was like that, the marriage and his relationship with you. It was a beautiful, beautiful relationship. And he's acknowledging that and how much he loved being with you. And he was showing me, which may or may not make any sense to you, but I'm feeling crafts, or like he likes how you decorated, or he likes crafts you've started. And in the beginning, he was showing me a little, like an English teapot with flowers, but that might just be symbolic for decorating and new creative crafts, or things that you've done around the house, or things that you might be bringing into the house for new energy and new creative feeling. He likes all of that, and he wants to acknowledge that about what you're doing and your creativity. And what did I pull? Create. So this is after I pulled this, and he wants you to speak up for yourself. No matter what's going on in your life, have a voice and be heard. That everything is a choice, that everything you're bringing forward in your life is something that you are actually going to make a conscious decision. Don't just let life happen to you. Decide what you want to bring in, because I know things are painful and grief is a very long process. I know, but things are going to, finally, you'll be coming out of all of this feeling much better and much stronger. And he does want you to know, I'm getting the chills. He wants you to know how much he loves you, and he's with you all the time. So never doubt that for a minute. You're going to experience a lot of new things coming in. And even another man will show up on the horizon for you. And he's telling you, just be your beautiful, normal self, and know that he is with you. He wants to bring all of this into your awareness so that you can move through this flow that you have to move through, as we all grieve for our loved ones who pass. So he's sending you a lot of healing energy and a lot of love. I hope that helps you. Butterflies are free. I know 2019 is not that long ago.
Yeah. And Butterflies Are Free said, I think of him so very much right now. And LOL, I have a lot of flowers planted and I paint.
Ah.
Oh, no wonder he showed me a flower teapot, those little country English garden, like roses on it. And, it was like that. But he showed me a lot of crafts. You doing crafting. So I love that. Yeah. He loves it. He loves that.
Yeah, really. So butterflies are free. I see the same stuff as as Val. As a matter of fact, I read this question before we got into it, and immediately Dennis was right there. He feels like a real solid, stable kind of person, and that somebody that you leaned on him, and he loved that, but now he's not there, and so you might be having a little bit of problem, kind of looking for. You miss that if somebody's saying, "Hey, you're right. That's right." So whatever is going on, he keeps telling me that there's something that you're maybe doubting yourself about right now, and he is saying you are right on. You are in. You do know what you're doing. You don't need me to be there with you for these kind of decisions, and you're a really strong person. So. But yeah, definitely just filled with love for you and with you all the time, just like Val said. He's just right there. And he wants you to know that you are great within yourself. You can stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need him to be right there to tell you that you're doing the right thing, because he says you've always done the right thing. There you go. 37 years. Wow.
Long time. That's
Really, really a tough loss, and
yeah.
he's well aware that that some things have been really difficult. So just think about that he knows. You guys knew each other very well. You read each other's minds. So he said that whatever's going on right now, stop, don't doubt yourself, don't even second guess. You're right on, whatever that is. You're right on. And yeah, he couldn't put out more love. I just, I can feel it. It's just overwhelming of the love that he has for you. So I'm sorry that he's gone, but what a beautiful soul.
Nice. All right. All right. So thank you. Wow, butterflies are free. That was great. And let's see. Thank you, Cleo. And there was a thank you to Val as well. And so, Allyson, we have Connie B. Up next is Phyllis, and then Nettie P., Margaret, Susan Malinger, Ellen R. Fun Boy, you need to rephrase your question because that was a third-party question. Sandy Johnson. So there we go. Hi, Sally, Sal Rods. So Connie B's question. We're moving in our new home. How will our new place go?
Hi, Connie. It's going to be fine overall. There'll be either something that you either wish that you had considered more so before committing, or there'll be something that's not quite the way you want it or something like that. But I think that's always the case when you move. There's always like one little thing that, isn't, but that's life. That's how it's supposed to be. And it's going to be fine. And you're going to move forward with it. The overall energy is quite nice. It looks like finances are going to be okay. So I don't know if that's a new development or not. And anything that comes up, you will be able to solve it. And I think that it's possible there'll be some sort of a choice regarding either moving in. I don't know if you're already doing this, or once you get there, that could be anything. It's all going to work out fine. It's everything here is just fine. The overall energy is King of Pentacles. I got the Two of Swords and the Magician as clarifiers. And
she asked, you mean the stairs to my bedroom? Yeah.
Could be. And maybe you're feeling a little Four of Cupsy about that, but you've committed and you're going to move forward with it. It'll be okay. Maybe you're going to figure out a solution to that. I don't know, a lift. I don't know. But anyways, that's what I got.
Well, when I got, how will it go? I actually think it'll go quite nicely. I mean, I've got Justice. I have the King of Swords. So there's a lot of quick movement to make sure that things are going to go in the right place. And this is supported by Strength. So Connie B, it is important that you remember to maintain a pace that allows you to have strength. Because, and then when it's all done and over with, this is the 10 of Swords. You're going to be exhausted because you had to think so much. Please cut yourself a break, because this 10 of Swords is supported by the Ace of Wands. So this new place is going to give you an opportunity to have new inspiration, and you're going to be looking at things in a new way. And that's very, very exciting. Very exciting. Oh, and Connie B says, yes, I'm making sure things are done right. I have been pacing myself. Good. It's been a bitch, though. Hey, okay. It's you're the one moving. So it's all good. So thanks, Connie B. That's great. And by the way, Jeff from Tarot Ask Backwards is here. Jeff and I did readings on Sunday together, and that was quite fun. And yes, it is the textured tarot, Beth, that I'm using. So, and Sally said, I'm eating a vat of watermelon outside. Woo, it's got to be great. Brateau is here, Brateau, and we will finally have room for a Christmas tree this year and guests. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So thank you, Connie B. Phyllis is up, and then Allyson, you and I have Nettie P. Could I have a reading, please, about love? So Phyllis, make sure, Phyllis, Nettie P, Margaret, and Susan Malinger, please make sure to let us know you are here.
So yeah, Phyllis, your stepdad comes up, but he's kind of quiet, kind of introverted. But he's really saying, even if things didn't appear that way, you were very special to me, he says. Even if I didn't always show it, I am so proud of you. And I hope I don't cry. He loved having you as a daughter. And he's sending lots of energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's emotional too. He's emotional. So, if you feel it.
Well, introverted people feel deeply, really deeply. And it's inside.
Yeah, I feel it too.
So I feel that emotion and I want to cry. But he made me feel like he loved having you growing up and having a relationship with you as you were an adult. For some reason, that made him feel more comfortable and closer to you. And there are a lot of these kind of cards coming out. He loves that you're a strong person. And he feels like you are like a firecracker that can get things done. There's something about that in his eyes. This is how he sees you. And, he's always sending angels around you to keep you really comforted in a lot of things that are going on right now. Mm-hmm. There's something that he's saying, you're here to make some decision in your life right now. And you notice one side is a heart and the other side is a feather. And so I think he's trying to get you to come from your heart for what you need to do in your life for yourself. And he's pointing here to get your power back. So he is very deeply feeling about you. Like Cleo said, I could just get a box of Kleenex and sob. Lots of love flowing your way. And so know that he's always around you. And these are messages from him that make your decisions from your heart for yourself in that connection, that heart-mind coherence. Make sure you do it from there. And that will be you getting your power back in your life. And any places, not that you're powerless, but in all those little places we don't even notice we give our power away, pull it back. And he is so proud of you and loves you so much. Cleo.
Well, Phyllis, yes, your stepdad is definitely watching over you, and he said even though he wasn't your biological father, he always felt like you were his daughter. So he doesn't think, and I guess on this earth he did think about being the stepdad, but he really in his heart felt like it was meant to be that you would be his daughter. And he does see that there's times that maybe, he wished he maybe would have been more, maybe hugged you more or told you more positive things like how much he cared about you. But I guess it's not mainly the kind of guy he was. But, both Val and I can feel that reserved kind of person that he is, but also sensitive. And you may not been aware of that when he was around, that how sensitive he really is. But yeah, he is watching over you. He is very proud of you. And he says, whatever you're doing, you're just doing a wonderful job. He likes the way you're living your life, even with all the little nuances that maybe things didn't go just perfectly. Yeah, he is keeping an eye on you. He sends you as much love as he can muster. And he's really glad that you asked about him, because he is there all the time watching over you.
That's great.
Loves you very much. Loves you very much.
Yeah. And Phyllis did say earlier that that's so nice to hear when she was hearing the love and the feelings. So that's beautiful. Phyllis, thank you for the question, and thanks for the great reading, Val and Cleo. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Nettie P is up. I'm still waiting to hear from Margaret to make sure that Margaret knows they're here. And Phyllis also said, thank you so much. I took care of him in his last 6 months of his life.
Okay. Yeah, he mentioned that. I didn't mention it to you, but yes, he told me about that, and he totally appreciates it. He doesn't really know what you've done in that last 6 months. If he didn't know if he could hear you or whatever, he could, and he was very appreciative of all the help you gave him.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I love that. All right, Nettie P. Oh, and Margaret is here. Thank you, Margaret. You are after Nettie P. and then Susan. So, all right, Nettie P. Could I have a reading, please, about love?
Hi, Nettie. The message that I got isn't specific to that, and this sometimes happens. This is talking about, and you'll know what this is, I wouldn't, but this is talking about that thing that so many of us have to do. It's to heal some stuff. So maybe you're already working on this. Maybe you haven't done it at all. I don't know, but that's what I have here. So it's basically saying, you have it within you to do this. There's something about working together. This could be, talking to a counselor, therapist, whatever, friend, mother, father, adult child, whatever. I don't know anything about you. But you have the Three of Pentacles here. And then investing in doing this, making a decision to do that. I have Judgment here clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. The outcome is the Nine of Wands, the clarifier on that, the Hierophant. So this could be like, your something that happened in your it could have been a previous relationship. It could have been your family. It could have been anything, whatever traditional values are to you. There's something here that has left you Nine of Wands. This is kind of battered, but you're still in there, right? But the overall energy, I have the Magician, which is, you can do this, right? And then have what you're wanting, which sounds like, a relationship or new love or whatever. Clarified by the Ten of Wands, you've been through it in some sort of way. Most of us have. So, but to answer your question, I got this kind of answer. So there's still work to be done according to who answers these kinds of questions. But that's what I got for you.
Ooh, thanks, Allyson, because I got my overall energy is the 7 of Wands. Part of it is you're sort of waiting for it. You're standing your ground. You're not settling, and that's an important thing because your flame is burning bright. Supporting that is the Queen of Swords. If you are interested in love, Nettie, it is important for you to take some action in order to let someone know that you are interested in them. And this Queen of Swords, who is very action-oriented, very articulate, is supported by the 2 of Wands, making the plans, planning a date, which can be fun. And it is absolutely acceptable for you to set up the date. I am also having some things to consider, things to think about. I have the 6 of Pentacles. I'm wondering, Nettie, is if this may be somebody from your past that could be coming around. The 6 of Pentacles, somebody who who is, I don't know, who can connect you to somebody else. It's part of this feeling of reciprocity. It's almost like somebody who knows somebody who is going to help set you up. Could be very interesting. Allyson, are you saying something? You're muted. Okay. The other thing that I have for you, Nettie P, is this. I like this card. This is the Page of Swords. This is new ways of saying things, new ways of action. Start looking in different places. Start saying hi to people. Start being open to stepping out in a new way, and we'll see what shows up. And I also like how we have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. Oftentimes, queens and the pages relate to each other. So, and I like this 2 of Wands there. So, Nettie, let us know how it goes. Thank you for asking the question. I do appreciate that. Okay. So next up, we have Margaret, who is here. And then Allyson, you and I have Susan, message from her guides. So, all right. Margaret is up for you two amazing readers.
Margaret. So, oh my gosh, you got some amazing cards, which are very, very strange that they all came out this way, but you'll see. They're saying welcome abundance into your life. So basically, it's saying prosperity is on its way to you, and have faith that source will heal your financial challenges if you have any. Nothing has gone wrong. No matter what you see in front of you in this, whatever challenge this may be, nothing has gone wrong. It's always a divine source plan. Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. These are the Archangel Michael cards. So I'm just going to run through the next because they all support this. Trust in your divine purpose. Your troubles are almost over. And these are just crazy. Believe, miracles, and have faith all came out together. So, I mean, that's a big believe in yourself. So finally, for the last two cards, I have the Black Dragon from Saturn. And this brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourselves. You have passed a test. What do they want you to do? Think of life as an adventure. Everything that you create in every moment is a new moment. What do you want to create? This is your time to believe in yourself and to know that miracles will happen every day. and just believe it and know it's true. So I hope that helps you.
Wow.
And Margaret, I'm getting very, very similar messages from your guides, very similar to.
And Margaret says, yes, thank you. I feel all of this. Thinking of your Akashic class, Val.
Oh, you should take it, Margaret. It's so inexpensive, and you'll come out of it like being able to read Akashic records for people and yourself. So.
You know, and I feel like you're on the cusp of something great also. You know, I didn't necessarily see just finances, but just in your own personal life, that you've really led a life that deserves to be credited for all the good things you've done and the good things that are coming to you. So I've got this thing about creating also, and a fresh start. Now, I don't think we're talking like a whole lifetime fresh start, but more like some things within your life right now that might be changing, that might get you are going to try to do a few new things that you've thought about doing, but you weren't doing it before because you either just didn't have time, or you seem like a fairly active person. So you might have had so many things going on, you just haven't had a chance to do this other stuff that's kind of been laid over, kind of on the back burner. So now is a great time to do that. Your guides are very supportive of you, and they love what you're doing, and they just feel like you're living life right. You're just a really nice, wonderful person, and because of that, things start going your way even more. And like I said, this fresh start is it's kind of a building on something else, but it's really something that's going to make you really happy. Maybe that's the thing about maybe finances does have something to do with it. Yeah, that's basically what I got.
And Margaret said, yes, I am overwhelmed with your messages. Thank you.
Oh,
This
Wow.
is so amazing. I love that.
that's good.
I'm so glad you asked the question, Margaret.
Yeah.
And thank you, Val and Cleo. This was great. And then so Susan is up and is here. And then Ellen R., please let us know that you're here. And Sandy Johnson, fun boy, you need to put in a new question. So, and so Susan is here. So, all right.
Hi, Susan. So there's something that something is either going to come about quickly, or it already has, or it's presented itself, and it's a new opportunity, and it's all looks very positive. So if you have any hesitation, and it looks like you do, you won't regret doing this, whatever this is. And the overall energy is the 3 of Wands. Clarifier is the 4 of Cups. So I don't feel like this is something that just, came out of nowhere. This is probably something you've been contemplating, or thought maybe it wasn't really going to work out, or maybe it wasn't that great of an idea. It is a good idea. So whatever this is, again, these are just quick little readings, so I'm not delving too deeply into it, but there's something here that would be brand new, going in a new direction. And yeah, it is a good idea. And everything here is very, very positive. So that's what I got.
Cool. Because Susan, what I have for you is I have, right now you're feeling a little meh. You're the 4 of Cups. You've, it's almost like the same old every day. And you need, you need a bit of a change up. And so this is the universe saying, start turning your head and start looking in different places. I then pulled, I pulled the King of Pentacles, which is the card of making wise choices that are going to have a lasting impact. So this is the King of Pentacles. And then I pulled the King of Cups to support that. So this is you being mature in what you're doing with your money and what you're doing with your emotions. And what's nice is when you have that much maturity, you also know that these two need to blend together. You need to balance your physical environment and your emotional environment. That's extremely powerful. I mean, and bringing it around, Susan, I got the 9 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. It's about the stuff that you've worked on, the things that you're wanting to come through are coming through. They've taken time, and you totally got what you needed. It's quite lovely. This I love it how Allyson's like,
That's my favorite card in the deck.
Yes, yes, and so this is a card of, yes, you absolutely have, the stuff that you're working on is coming forward. It is supported by the 3 of Cups. Oh my God, you have the 3 of Cups?
Yeah, so the Page of Wands, 3 of Cups. I mean, yeah, it's just all good.
Yeah. And so this 9 of Pentacles is supported by the 3 of Cups, which is basically you having great support, emotional support, people who get you, they understand you. And whatever, like Allyson said, whatever you're planning and whatever you're working on, it's going to turn out great. Oh my gosh. The Ace of Wands and the Fool.
So this was the middle of the read, and then this is the outcome. It's beautiful. So whatever it is, I say go for it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's perfect. That's beautiful. Thank you, Susan. Hope that makes some sense to you.
Oh yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, you've got the star. So that's just
information.
So
I love that.
I'm done.
All right. All right. Ellen R is up. Sandy Johnson is up for us. And it's I didn't realize my naturopath was going to show me how to perform testing muscle tests like for health. He passed before I could get taught. No one else can teach me. Should I give up? That's our question. So, and then Ellen R is for Cleo and Val. Val, you're muted. So everything amazing that you just said was only heard by the universe.
So, very interesting cards, Ellen. The first I want to tell you about is there's someone around you in that environment that, just isn't very concerned about people's feelings, but they're showing you having strength. And what's your strength card next to is the Devil. So there's something going on there. I also got bravery from you, which ties to the strength card. What they're trying to tell you is you're waiting to receive, and there you are standing there. But it feels like you're not getting the acknowledgement and recognition, or something about what you're doing you're not getting what you feel you deserve. But you are an inspired person, and there are a lot of beautiful cards coming your way, and a lot of prosperity. There is a resolution coming up to this situation. I just want to say that tied to your current situation is past life energies. Something about being hungry and needing food, which can tie to feeling like you're not getting enough of something. And then this persecution is kind of like ties to this card where someone doesn't care about your feelings. It could be a boss. I don't know what it is. This is the page. So that's like messages. So whatever you're getting, it's not soothing your soul. It's not making you feel good. The final card, but this is all going to resolve. And I think this final card is the resolution. And it isn't just being a light to others. This is knowing your power and being a light to yourself. This is really about you embracing your own light and knowing at the end of the day, this is just a situation coming up, kind of like a play, and you're just the observer watching what's going to play out. But know in the end, you're definitely going to be doing well. Don't worry. But with that in mind, always send light to everyone and to yourself. Be that beacon, because that's what comes back to you. And it's all going to resolve. So just hang in there.
And Ellen said, I work at a nonprofit that feeds the needy, among other things. To put it simply, I get them money for their programs.
Oh, man. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I can see why that would be a devilish problem. And if you're trying to get money, if you're trying to get money from people, you really have to stay strong when you're trying to do that, because a lot of people are going to slam the phone down on you or whatnot. I don't know if you talk to big organizations or not, but you definitely are going to be successful in the end. So even though the greed of some people and maybe having to deal with people that are not so receptive, it's all going to pay off. And it's funny that this is food and hunger from the past.
Wow.
You can't make this stuff up. But
No.
it's all going to be resolved. It's all going to come out okay for you, because you are definitely, look at this, the Star card and the Nine of Pentacles and inspiration. You're going to get inspirational ideas about what to do with everything. So it all makes sense that way. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Gerald.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ellen, I go right along with what Val said. I also got the bravery card because there's somebody in and around. There's some apparently changes going on in the work situation, and somebody is not respecting the fact that you know what you're doing and you've been doing the job and you've been doing it well. They are all busy trying to, I don't know if this is like a new employee. I feel like it's a male, and I feel he's very arrogant. And he spends so much time trying to let everybody else know he knows all the right answers and how to do things better than everybody else that's been working there for a while. Or maybe he has been around now. I think he's kind of a newer employee that's trying to prove himself, and his arrogance is just obnoxious. So just try to deal with that person as with a grain of salt, because he's busy trying to get recognition for himself. He's not thinking in the team effort. You, on the other hand, have been a miracle worker for the place that you're working with. And you also have a lot of people there that have seen what you've been doing. They believe in your work ethic. They believe in that you know how the hell to get money for this thing. But you are going to run up against somebody. Like I said, I think it's a male. Could be a female. No, it's a male. That he's just so so busy acting like I am the one that knows the best how to do this, and you're looking around like, what in the world? I know what I'm doing, and don't fall into that trap. Everybody around you that's worked with you knows you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
But don't let it bring you down. Actually, the change in the new director is trying
director over managing her. That must be the devil card in that first card.
She is new but female.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's a female. Okay.
She probably has masculine energy that you're picking up on.
Very masculine energy.
Very masculine.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for telling me that, because that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because she is so arrogant and she is so busy going me.
Double card.
Just put up with her. She will. Hopefully, she will calm down. And just know that it's her own insecurities that she overdoes it. She just overdoes everything. And you're just like, brother, settle down. And you can't really say that to her, but oh, that is perfect. Yeah. Because and it is going to take a little bravery to deal with her. But it's her own insecurities that she's putting on other people, especially you, because I think everybody that works with you totally respects what you do and how you do it. And they're very pleased with your work. So you don't need to worry about any of that. But this one person is a little bit of a problem. And I say, just roll with it. It'll get better. And like I said, you're already sitting in a great position in the first place. So, whatever, if this person tries to act like, well, you don't know what you're doing, don't fall into that. Don't argue with her about it. Just like, no, okay, whatever, we'll see. And just go about your business like you would do anyway. So good luck on that, Ellen. I don't think it's going to be a huge, big problem, but some days it might be a little bit wearing where you're like, boy, I'd like to just knock her alongside the head.
Yeah.
And you can't do that, but just know that you're in a good position, and your other employees totally respect what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Ellen R. Thank you, Val and Cleo. And Ellen said thank you. Great messages from both of you. We've had some more people who have come in. Some of them are asking for readings. We have 2 readings left for this session. We've been on for 51 minutes. Allyson and I are doing Sandy Johnson, and Cleo and Val will take Fun Boy. And we also have, Sandy's question was, I didn't realize that my naturopath was going to show me how to perform testing, muscle test like, for health. He passed before I could be taught. No one else to teach. Should I give up? And then there was a follow-up. Did I just now get direction from my doctor? Contact information for CRA origination just fell into my lap. Couldn't find it before. So that's just a little bit of extra stuff there. So there you go. So Allyson, what do you have for Sandy? Did you just do that?
I know that, right. Sandy, this was interesting. I was shuffling and I had some cards show themselves to me as I was shuffling. I also got some stuff, which I don't normally do, but that's starting to happen here and there. So that's kind of cool. So I'll try to decipher that, but it's in the cards anyway. So what I have here, and this is more detailed than what I usually give with just a 3-card reading, but I did get some clarifiers anyhow, and there was an overall energy, but your doctor that's crossed over maybe has his hand in what's going to happen. Maybe, I don't know. But what I think is going to happen, or what is being suggested here, what I picked up on and even see here, is that just carry on and just do whatever. I saw your second message, but I'm going to go with what the first message was that you put up, because that's what I pulled on. And what I'm getting is just carry on, move forward. This learning or this teaching will present itself. And maybe that's what just happened. I don't know. But it is going to be somebody that is younger. It could be female. I think you're possibly not really going to be interested in what this person has to say because they're young. I do think this is divinely guided. This is the person, not that this, I don't know how big of a deal this will be in your life, but I do feel like, I don't know, somebody's making this happen. Your guides, maybe this doctor that's crossed over just was like, oh, here, we didn't make this happen. So here, this young person's going to show you, kind of thing. I don't know. Could be female. You can walk away from this. There's a choice here, but it's being suggested that this person can absolutely teach you what it is that you would benefit from learning. Don't let the fact that they are much younger than you and possibly female make you think that they can't teach you what they can in fact teach you. That's what I got.
So I'm actually going to say, should you give up? No. How's
Never.
that for a short answer? No,
That
don't
was
give
something
up.
I was going to say and then I forgot. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Because, well, but it goes back to what you're saying, Allyson. I got the Seven of Wands again, and the Seven of Wands is standing firm, and allowing that that fire to shine. It's part of it is also like rallying the troops. Start asking people about the muscle testing. What is it? Kinesiology, perhaps? That's how some people look at it. But I got the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles, this is, I believe, Taurus, right? With the bull. It's Taurus, the bull, Allyson. Help me out here.
Yes. Taurus is a bull.
So this is the Four of Pentacles, which is you've got a solid foundation for this. And yes, you need to explore it. I would also say to that, because that Four of Pentacles is supported by the Two of Wands, making plans and having, double power. I love the image of, and when you said it, Allyson, that maybe the doctor who passed is going to help support. I think it's a great idea. You're going to have somebody perhaps younger who is going to annoy you simply because of they're younger, yet they are well connected energetically. So definitely follow along and trust your intuition. It's not going to take much longer before you find somebody who's going to support you with this. This is the Nine of Wands. And isn't that interesting? I've got three wands. Wands are about energy. Wands are really associated with the summer. So things are going on. And stick with it. Stick with it. Because, and I love it, what's coming in is the Knight of Swords. And maybe it could be somebody who also does acupuncture. So, but this is going to be somebody who's going to be coming in and do it. My doctor healed me with CRA more than any doctor could. It was life-changing. I am really glad about that. That's wonderful. But, the short answer to your question, no, you shouldn't give up. Don't even think like that.
But this person will be very different.
Yes.
Not just younger, possibly female, but also just very different. So, yeah. And I do have the Knight of Wands here. You don't have to go looking. It's going to show. I mean, you can if you want, but it is going to show up. I got the Knight of Wands here. I mean, it'll come in. You don't have to go looking. You can if you want to, but it's going to present itself.
Yes. But don't give up. Stop thinking like that. So.
Right, which could be part of somebody materializing and you go, oh, they're not right. They don't. Oh, that kid doesn't know. That kid does know.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That kid does know.
It's funny. I find myself doing that. I'll just be very brief. I'm 54 now, right? I mean, I don't feel like it, but I sure as hell am. I will hear something from somebody like my son's age, and I've realized I do that. I'm just like, oh, God. What does that kid know, right? 22, 23. Well, if they've been trained and they've been schooled, and they do have some life experience. My point is, don't let age throw you. People have wisdom and knowledge to share.
Correct. And thank you. And by the way, Heather, Soul Alchemy with Indigo Jaguar is here, and she will be on my channel on Wednesday. We're having some hump day fun, so do join us. And our last question for this evening is for Val and Cleo from Funboy. Will I find a good, safe, affordable scooter when I begin looking patiently? I'm in debt right now.
I like Funboy how you say look patiently, because it's definitely going to be needed. So here's you really holding on and really saving up. You have to pay your debts off first, and so you're really going to have perseverance, that patience you need. These are all yes cards as you're going along. They're showing me it would be great if you connect with people around you. Somehow this will lead to who has an affordable scooter that you might buy. And I see you finally in a state of complete happiness and having the things that you want as you are in a debt-free situation and have the money to pay for your scooter. This will come through relationships and connections that you have. So make sure that you take the time to pay off your debt and then save the money for your scooter. And it's all looking good for that. So congratulations, Fun Boy.
And Fun Boy, what I see when I read this question is I'm in debt right now. I couldn't get away from that. And what I see is that you are going to be offered some opportunities that can help you financially. So once you do that, then trying to find a scooter won't be any problem. But right now the problem is paying for it. So just pay attention. There is something coming your way that could easily be overlooked as far as money. And you need to just kind of be aware that this is coming up, and you'll have an opportunity to make some more money and put yourself in a better financial situation to get the things you want. That's what I see.
Excellent. Okay. Thank you, Fun Boy. And thank you, Val. Thank you, Cleo. Thank you, Allyson, for being here. And I do have to say, early ritual came in, just me, late as usual, to which the very funny Heather said, so that would be later ritual instead of early ritual. That's funny. That's hilarious. So and
Good one, Heather.
yes.
Yeah, it's great.
And yes, it was a very, very good one. Yep, working on my debt. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That just kept coming up. But there were a lot of cards, just like Cleo said, about you finding opportunities that will present themselves to propel you. But just keep your focus on paying that debt off. Don't skip ahead and think, oh, I'm just going to go buy this because look at the money I saved. No, pay your debt off, and you're going to be much happier.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah. And Heather came clean. I stole it from Miss Tara D.
Oh,
Sorry. So, well, everybody, thank you very much for being here. We are, I'm trying to keep us to as close to an hour as possible because it's we've all got stuff to do.
We have stuff.
I just, Val has a book to write.
I have a book to finish.
I have a book to read.
Oh.
So, all right. And here you go. And Merita said, I'm laughing helplessly. Well, laughter is good, right? I mean, we should all be doing it. All right. Any parting thoughts for people? Val?
Since the 7-7 gateway yesterday, you might, I don't know if you're feeling intense energy or you're feeling something. Just make sure in the next couple of days you open up and allow some energy flows to come in, because they're all there waiting outside in your energy field for you to open up and just let them flow. They're free.
Yeah, I like
let them in, because they'll be shifting and upgrading you and updating your DNA through this 7-7 gateway.
Okay.
And I just want to tell everybody thank you for showing up today, and thanks for the questions. And Fun Boy, don't let this opportunity bypass you. Don't, pay attention to what's going on, because you're going to have an opportunity to make some more money.
Mm-hmm. Allyson, last minute thoughts? Nope. Okay.
No, just no. Just Have a good week, everybody.
And
Don't
I
take it so serious.
and I got the fool. We all need to have a little bit of fun. We need to be foolish. We need to have energy, and we need to be willing to step off and go into places that we're not used to doing. We're not used to exploring, but this is the perfect time to do that. So
Yay.
thank you again, everybody. We do appreciate you being here, and we will see you in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.